Welcome back to the Parlay Giveaway. I'm your host, Joe Cortez. This is episode 10. Before we go any further, stop right now, pause this video, go to Instagram at Parlay Giveaway, give us a follow, like our stuff, comment on our shit, and you'll be eligible to win money. And what we do at the Parlay Giveaway is that we make parlay bets on the UFC. So we pick multiple fighters to win that night. If all fighters win, we win a bet. I share 50% of my winnings with one of my followers. Hopefully you have Cash App. If not, we can figure something out. But get Cash App. It's fucking pretty awesome. And I make my bets through mybookie.ag. So everything's good. Everything's copacetic. Go follow me on Instagram at Parlay Giveaway. And hit the subscribe button for the bet predictions and the Parlay Giveaway cash contest. That's it. Episode 10 of the Parlay Giveaway starts right now. Jan Blachowicz KOs Corey Anderson. Let's go over that real quick because that was spectacular from Jan Blachowicz. Him knocking out Corey Anderson and then going over Octagon side and calling out Jon Jones. It doesn't get better than that. It doesn't get better than that for Jan Blachowicz, right? What that does is right after a knockout, like he knew he was going to knock out Corey Anderson, he puts himself in the spotlight, calls out Jon Jones, puts Dominic Reyes on the back burner, and then at the interview, when they're interviewing Jon Jones post-fight, he says, yeah, man, he goes, that was excellent. I see the UFC making that kind of fight, which I agree. Hopefully they make that fight. Jan Blachowicz versus Jon Jones would be sick. Dominic Reyes had a shot. He's not going to get a title. He'll eventually get another title shot, whether it's against Jon Jones or somebody else, but I don't think he's going to get this rematch. Jan Blachowicz will get the title fight. It's his time. He's had 2.5 times the career that Dominic Reyes had so far. 2.5 times the fights. And I had Jan Blachowicz winning this fight against Corey Anderson because he fought Corey Anderson before. And he learns from the previous fights. He's a very smart fighter. He learned against Jimmy Manuwa. Beat Jimmy Manuwa the second time. Fought Corey Anderson the first time, lost. Now he's fighting him the second time. I had a gut feeling that he was going to win, and he did. I picked him as part of my parlay. Unfortunately, I forgot who lost. De La Rosa lost. No, De La Rosa won, and Ray Borg lost. No, Ray Borg won. Who else lost? I forgot. Whatever. It's on my Instagram page. So, Jan Blachowicz, hopefully he gets the next title shot. That would be awesome. I'm rooting for actually Jan Blachowicz to win because it's just hard work and determination, and he's getting there. All right. So let's jump into this Paul Felder versus Dan Hooker New Zealand card. Auckland, New Zealand. Awesome. Paul Felder, Dan Hooker. I'll get to that last. I picked 5 fights out of that main card, and we're going to go over them right now. The first one, if I butcher your name, I'm sorry. A lot of Russian and Chinese names, so I apologize with one Brazilian in there, huh? So Magomed Mustafayev versus Brad Riddle. I have Magomed Mustafayev winning. He's a multiple-time a kickboxing champ out of Russia. He has a Sambo background, and Brad Riddle just had that war. If you don't remember, look it up. His last fight was an absolute war where him and this other guy, Malarkey, I think it is, went the distance, and they were just they're both tired. They both beat the shit out of each other. It was an absolute war. Now he's going up again, and I think he got the decision, Brad Riddle, but now he's going up against Magomed Mustafayev, and it's not an easy task for Brad Riddle. Actually, I think Magomed is a slight favorite. I'm surprised that he's not a huge favorite, so we're picking Magomed to win. Next fighter that I picked to win is Marcos Rogerio de Lima from Brazil, going up against Ben Sosoli. If you don't remember, I believe Ben Sosoli's last fight was against Greg Hardy, where Greg Hardy took that asthma medicine in between rounds. So that fight got overturned, I think into a draw. Ben Sosoli went the distance with Greg Hardy. Now, Greg Hardy's got to the point where now, all right, your athleticism is going to only take you so far, has good striking, very good power, but, I don't really see him setting it up the way Marcos de Lima can strike. So Ben Sassoli is going to have his hands full against Marcos de Lima. Marcos de Lima is a slight favorite. I think he pulls it off. I think if it goes the distance, he's going to get the decision, and or he's going to knock out Ben Sassoli in the second round. So I'm picking Marcos Rogerio de Lima to win. The next fighter that I picked to win, Yan Zhaonan from China versus Karolina Kowalkiewicz. Jesus Christ. All right, so I'm a big Karolina Kowalkiewicz fan. Kowalkiewicz fan. Terrible with names. I suck at with saying these names. Yan Zhaonan, though, if you saw her fight against Angela Hill, very similar to Weili Zhang, who beat Jessica Andrade. Oh my God! I just had a hold on. Pause that for a second. A little red wine. All right. Very similar to Weili Zhang, out of China as well. Great fight against Jessica Andrade. She has that same kind of intensity, same kind of throwing strikes with that power, but with a purpose and accurate. So I don't think Karolina is going to have much of an answer with Yao Zhaonan. I saw her little, jiu-jitsu defense. Angela Hill took her down. She has good jiu-jitsu. She has a good top pressure. She has good striking. I just think she's going to come with a little bit more intensity than Karolina, and she's going to finish Karolina probably in the second or third round. If it goes the distance, she gets the nod. Yan Zhaonan gets the nod. Just a beast. I mean, these female fighters out of China, scary. They are strong. They are quick. And it's pretty cool that these female fighters from China are being put on the world stage, national TV in America, fighting in Australia, and being from China. I think that's great. I think that's awesome. Great exposure for these young female fighters. I think it's excellent. The next fighter that I picked to win, and this dude has impressed me so much since he fought Jan Blachowicz. Michael Oleksiy Zizuk. Alexi. Let's just call him Michael Oleksiy. I apologize, brother. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Michael Oleksiy up against Jim Crute. Jim Crute, beast. Dana White is a big fan of Jim Crute. I'm a big fan of Michael Oleksiy because he looks like he just bought a pack of Newports in Brooklyn and got a slice of pizza, and he steps in the octagon and he's ready to fuck people up, man. He does not have a fighter body. He's just there. He's fucking not cutting weight to 185. He could fight at 185, but he's fighting at 205. He's tall. He's quick. He brings that quickness and that stamina from a 185 pounder up to 205. He can take a shot. He has some good wrestling. I mean, Jim Crute, if he doesn't catch him in the first round, if Jim Crute does not catch him in the first round, he is going to lose this fight against Michael Oleksiy. That's just my gut feeling. I'm picking Michael Oleksiy to win. I think, actually, no, he is a favorite. Michael Oleksiy is a favorite against Jim Crute, so I think he's going to, pull it off if he doesn't get caught in that first round. But I've seen him take shots. I think if he can eat a shot from Jim Crute's not going to have an answer for him. I think he's going to be too fast, too quick, creating angles, and just catching Jim Crute where he doesn't think he can catch him. So, and if he tries to wrestle him, tries to take him down, I think Michael can stuff those takedowns. So, Michael for the win. Now, it brings us to our main event. Paul Felder versus Dan Hooker. This is a close fight. Very close fight. I tried to do the MMA math, and I'm going to go with the MMA math. And the MMA math is this. They both beat James Vick. One beat Edson Barboza. The other one lost to Edson Barboza. Dan Hooker lost to Edson Barboza. Paul Felder beat Edson Barboza. Does MMA math work? No. But I take that information and I apply it to the fighters. Paul Felder is not going to get finished this fight. Paul Felder will grind it out for all 5 rounds. Paul Felder will fight for all 5 rounds. If Paul Felder can fight how Edson Barboza fought against Dan Hooker, Paul Felder will get the decision. I think it's going to go the distance. I think it goes the distance. Unless This is what worries me. Paul Felder has a great gig with the UFC commentary. Hopefully he's focusing on this fight. Hopefully he's not like, you know what, fuck it, I have the commentating gig. Let me not train as hard. God, I hope that's not the case. If Paul Felder comes in hot, I think he gets the decision win over Dan Hooker. It's going to be close, but I think it goes all 5 rounds. Dan Hooker also is going to fight a little bit smarter. This is why I think it's going to go the distance. That last L he took to Edson Barboza, he's been fighting smarter ever since. He stood right in front of Edson Barboza and struck with him for a very long time until he couldn't go anymore, until Edson Barboza finally finished him. He's been fighting a little bit smarter now. I think that's going to go the distance. Paul Felder for the win, gets to the decision. It's going to be split decision. It's going to be a nasty fight. Paul Felder for the win. So to recap for our parlay giveaway, we have 5 fighters. Paul Felder, Michael Oleksy, Jan Blachowicz, Marcos Rogerio de Lima, and Magomed Mustafayev. I'm going to post on my Instagram the bet offer. All you have to do is like it and comment it. Repost it. Do whatever you want. Just I need activity over there. So it goes on the fucking like page, I guess, on Instagram. I don't know how this shit works. I'm just trying to blow this shit up, right? So I'm going to probably put a $50 bet, maybe a $400 giveaway. All you have to do is follow. If you make your own bets, go to mybookie.ag, make your bet responsibly. That's my time here. I'm Joe Cortez. This is the parlay giveaway. I'm out. Have a good week, y'all.